Hey, boys and girls, welcome to the first video or podcast of the D&M channel. This is Donald, and this is
Max.
and today we're gonna kind of be discussing a bunch of stuff about Donald Trump and what he did so far in 2024. All right, so we're going to start with an icebreaker to get to know everybody, and if you want, you could put your answers in the comments. So, for the first thing, we're gonna do winter or summer vacation. Which one do you like better? Personally, for me, I kind of like summer vacation because it's more days off from school. And that's pretty nice. And also, the weather's very good. And I'm gonna pass it to Max, and he's gonna see what he thinks.
I definitely agree with Donald. Summer break is so fun. We get way more days than winter break and so much fun with like friends.
Alright, so our next icebreaker is spring or fall. Not the break, but just the season. So I'm gonna go first. I honestly think fall is better, mainly because my birthday is in the fall, October, and I think the weather's better, and it's a little rainy in the spring. So I think it's better in the fall.
I disagree with Donald because I think spring is better in general. I think in fall the weather kind of starts to get cold versus spring. In March and April and May, it's just generally really nice weather, and I personally love rain. And I think spring's really fun because there's a lot of nice nature and flowers. And just, yeah, I like it.
All right. So for our next part, it's Kamala versus Trump, and we're both gonna say our opinions at the same time. Three, two, one.
Trump!
Yeah, that's right. It's a Republican channel, so you
Of
can't.
course!
Yeah,
Like,
and
go figure.
yeah, so you shouldn't cancel us because
Like, please
we're
don't.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, for this next topic, we're going to be talking about how the elections swung into Trump's favor and how the entire election was just a complete landslide.
Well, the election results were not a shock for me. I just had a feeling that Trump would win all of the swing states. Kamala Harris's campaign was horrible. I knew that a bunch of American people were done with the Democratic Party. Personally, I'm not surprised that there's a big shift from Democrat to Republican. It makes me really happy to see that, especially in states like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin and Michigan and the Sun Belt. Like, everyone thought that like it'd be razor thin, like the election would be super close, like by like barely any votes. But it was just a landslide. And I was expecting maybe like Trump would win like Pennsylvania by 1, maybe 2 points. But I believe he won it by around 2 to 3 points, which is amazing.
All right, so now we're going to be talking about Canada and how Trump kind of wants to buy it. So, when I think if Trump wants to buy it, I don't think it's really going to happen. But if it happens, it'll be fantastic because then we have more land, and it's also good for Canada because all the prices will go down.
I think if Trump bought Canada, it would be an amazing move because Canada has a lot of really bad inflation. Trudeau is a very bad leader, and it's very good that he resigned. Like, I heard that like the groceries in Canada and all the costs of living were super duper expensive, and in Toronto, you had to work overtime a lot just to get by. It's crazy. Canada has a bunch of immigrants because its immigration system is based off of merit, and it's pretty easy to get in. But all of these immigrants don't really have houses or jobs. Like, a bunch of them work as food delivery drivers. And also, I think it would be really good if Trump got it because then all the prices would go down in Canada. But I just don't see that happening because, like, Canada would definitely not approve of that. And, like, I feel like there could be riots and whatever. So, definitely not. Yeah.
All right, so for the next one, we're gonna see and what's gonna happen for Greenland. So I think Greenland is kind of a vulnerable space right now. And I think Trump could actually buy it. And he's been on the focus for Greenland for a long time since his first presidency. And although many people joked about it, if he gets the opportunity, I think he'll buy it. And it'll be a great opportunity of growth for America.
I think Trump would have a really hard time buying Greenland because a bunch of the Greenlandic people are really fighting for independence from Denmark. And if Trump does get the opportunity to buy, I think he will. But I think if Trump tries to invade Greenland, I think it'll be a mess because Denmark, I think, oh, I know, the US is actually responsible for protecting Greenland, but I'm sure Denmark wouldn't be happy, so they'd probably send troops. And then I'm sure a bunch of European countries and like NATO and the EU will go on Denmark's side, and it could be a full blown war just for Greenland. I think there's this YouTube channel called Q's Greenland, and she like talks a lot about stuff like in Greenland and like some independence in Greenland. So I think the Greenlandic people really want independence, and I don't think they would want to be colonized by America. So I just don't really see that happening, even if Trump can buy it.
All right, now we're going to be talking about the Panama Canal. And it was a very bad decision for Trump to give away the Panama Canal to Panama. And now China is basically controlling the whole thing. So if he gets the chance, I think he should definitely go and just get it back in any means possible so that he control the transportation there.
I think Trump really screwed up. Giving the Panama Canal away to Panama was such a bad idea. That because Panama is actually starting to strengthen ties with BRICS and China, I believe, and that's really bad because then they could try to cut U.S. out as a whole. And I think Trump should really get get his acts together. Kind of, he needs to take back the Panama Canal. I think if he has to start a war, he has to do that because we can't afford losing one of the biggest ports ever in the world, or like whatever it is, to China. That'd be horrific. So I think Trump really needs to start an invasion because the Central American countries would not come close to the power of the U.S. I think that'd be a pretty good idea because I don't really see the other world like taking much like taking an initiative and trying to stop it. Maybe China will send some military, but I don't think it would be a use for China to do that.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. And we don't know when our scheduling is because we're kind of new to this. But once we make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And I'll hand it to Max so he could say his goodbyes.
Goodbye, y'all. Thank you for watching. If we get any viewers. But yeah, thank you. Please leave a like and subscribe. We would really appreciate it. That would mean a lot to us since this is our first brand new video. We hope you enjoyed our content and thank you. Bye bye.